Welcome back. Your time is 5:13, and yes, we are in storm alert weather mode again today, but I promised that I would show some of these photos from last night. Again, our Wednesday evening sunset was absolutely gorgeous. So let's start on a positive note. I mean, look at those colors. We get your purples, your orange, your pinks. This was in Trenton, Georgia, taken by Dan Strauss. Got a couple more. If you got any last night, send them in. Weather@local3news.com. We'd love to feature you here this morning. But yes, we do have to talk about the heat once again and the chance for some storms. Again, that dangerous heat going to build back in this afternoon and evening. We could have some isolated severe storms later today. Heat advisories are posted for parts of southeast Tennessee, North Georgia, and northeast Alabama. These run through this evening here for Tennessee and Georgia and all the way through tomorrow evening for parts of North Alabama. And we're already starting out with that steamy feel. Temperatures are in the 70s. The humidity's high. Temperatures going to climb into the mid-90s once again here in the valley, upper 80s along the Cumberland Plateau, and low 90s into Blue Ridge and Murphy in the Blue Ridge Mountains. The heat index going to be an issue once again, likely climbing as high as 105 degrees. Yesterday we had the heat index over 110 across portions of North Georgia. I don't think it's quite going to be that hot, but still very uncomfortable today. And then as we get into Friday, it's still going to be steamy out there with the heat index as high as 100. So it's going to be hard to shake the heat. Again, we're about to move into July, which is typically one of the hotter months. So we are going to get somewhat of a break into the low 90s, but that's actually just closer to that normal summertime heat compared to what we've been dealing with the last couple of days. Here's a look coming down the ridge cut. Not sure if I'm seeing any raindrops at this moment, but there will be here pretty shortly because we are tracking again some of those pop-up showers and storms. This is really no big surprise because we've had again a lot of heat and humidity building the last couple of days, so there's been plenty of storm fuel kind of just sitting overhead, and that is all coming to a head this morning. We're seeing some of those downpours across northwest Georgia. Right now the coverage is highest across Dade, northern Walker, parts of Catoosa County, moving right through the southern part of Hamilton County now. So really from about the Ooltewah exit all the way coming down the ridge cut into downtown, we're seeing some pretty heavy downpours out there. This is all drifting to the north. So Red Bank, North Shore probably going to get in on this pretty soon. Trenton down 24, also seeing some heavy rain into northwest Georgia. So be mindful of that. Going to be some wet roads. And as we get into the afternoon and evening, some of these storms could actually become severe. So this morning, everything should stay below severe limits. Later today, we could have some gusty winds and frequent lightning. Again, later this afternoon, it looks like the storms are likely to favor the higher elevations first and then drift into valley locations as we get into the late evening. But short-term model guidance really didn't do a good job picking up the storms this morning, but by the mid-morning, they should fade away. And then this afternoon and evening, we get the daytime heating. You know the drill. This time of the year, we'll start to get some of those pop-up storms. Some of you, again, could get heavy rain. Some may stay dry and hot all day long. And then as we continue to track out your futurecast, more showers possible tomorrow morning throughout the afternoon and evening. So it does look like the next couple of days going to be relatively active, and that's going to spark more of a typical summertime pattern. As we drop back into the low 90s, we'll have those daily storm changes continuing all the way through next week. It looks like the rain coverage probably peaks Monday and Tuesday and then continues as we get into Wednesday. Again, the 4th of July is coming up next Friday, not quite on the 7-day forecast, but it is trending a little bit drier, just looking ahead right now. So that's the good news. So we'll keep a close eye on that.
Okay. All right, Clay. Thank you.